Okay, so this video is going to be about taking your child to the dentist under 2. I don't have any experience with over 2, so I'm sorry. I only have Flor, who's 19 months, so that's all I have. So we first took Flor to the dentist at, I want to say, 13 or 14 months, so close to her first year birthday. Our dentist wanted to see her as close to her first year birthday as we could, because that way you get them used to the dentist, first of all. Second of all, it's more about prevention than actually fixing problems at that point. A lot of moms say, oh, I don't take my kids until they're 3 or 4 or whatever, and that's fine. But for us, I'd rather prevent the problem before it happens than have to go in and do like corrective surgery or whatever. So we took her at 12, it was like 13, 14 months, and she did fine. They just told us, they kind of like did like an overview on brushing, and like my dentist office is really hands-on, so they have like this whole room where they have little like water fountains and step stools, so the kids go up there, they pick out a toothbrush, they pick out a toothpaste, they stand at this mirror and they brush their teeth. The technician shows the parents how they should be brushing their teeth. It's really great. It's hands-on. It's really great. So after that, you see the dentist, and it is like a little dentist, like there's a chair and there's like the instruments and everything, but the child doesn't have to sit there. There's little stools and books and games, and the dentist actually held Flor on my lap, and so I held her like this, and then I flipped her head into his lap, so she was still on me, but her head was in his lap, and then he just used a mirror and counted her teeth, and she did fine. This last time we went, I made sure, I didn't tell her too early that we were going to the dentist. I told her probably the afternoon before. So we had an appointment at like 11:30. I started talking about it after her nap the day before. So I was just saying to her, you know, tomorrow we're going to go to the dentist. And she says, dentist, and then we're going to look in your mouth. And she opened her mouth, and I said, we're going to touch your teeth. They're going to open your mouth and touch your teeth. I think it was really important for me to say, touch your teeth, so they knew that they were going to be in there feeling around. So after that, she was talking about it. She would stick out her tongue, she'd touch her own teeth, she let me touch her teeth. So all that time leading up to the appointment, like even right before we got out of the car to go to the appointment, I was telling her, here we are, we're at the dentist, we're going to touch your teeth, they're going to look in your mouth, just saying those like same 3 sentences like over and over and over again. So she got really used to it. So when we were there, she was great. She was like, not apprehensive, but she was like shy at the dental assistant. She was just like, she didn't really say anything. She didn't really want to brush her teeth, but she warmed up to it as like I helped her. And so when we finally got to like the actual dentist part, she did so well. I didn't have to like flip her. I just held her on my lap. And he was able to use this little mirror to like look around, and when he was in there feeling and touching her teeth with the mirror, she was actually going like trying to talk with his fingers in her mouth. She was like, oh, teeth and mouth, like she was like, it was like really clicking to her that that's what we were doing. And then afterwards they kind of like give him a sticker and a little toy, so like it's like super reinforced, like this is great, going to the dentist is really good. So another thing they were looking for, not just prevention, but they were looking, well, I guess this is part of prevention. They were looking at her spacing, like her top teeth. She has my teeth, so she has space on the top. The bottom, I do have space, but not as much. But hers are a little crowded, so they already noticed that she has crowding. So her dad has a little crowding on the bottom. So that's another thing they can just start to assess. They also tried to assess her bite, but I was so like focused on telling her like, open your mouth, they're gonna touch your teeth, that she didn't understand to bite. So I guess we'll work on that for next time. But they couldn't assess her bite because she didn't want to bite down. But that's another thing that they were looking for. So she did excellent. And pediatric dentists, they obviously know that all children aren't going to be like that, and they like expect them to cry. And they were really good at, before like touching her or anything, like spending time like 2 to 3 minutes just talking to her. And both the dentist and the dental assistant told her they were going to count, and they counted her fingers, and they put their gloves on. They were like, feel how soft the gloves are. So they were really like getting on her level and making her feel comfortable, which I think is excellent. So if you don't feel comfortable with your dentist, maybe you need to go to a pediatric dentist specifically. I don't know, somebody who's used to dealing with small children and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is my little tips for taking your child to the dentist under 2. I don't have any recommendations, obviously, for problems, so I apologize, but we do brush her teeth twice a day. She brushes her teeth while I'm doing her hair in the morning, and then she brushes them in the tub at night. And we use Tom's toothpaste, which has fluoride, if you're wondering. And I don't know what else to say. Oh, my dentist did recommend that if she nurses at night to wipe her teeth down, but we don't do that. She usually has a sip of water after she nurses, and so he's just saying as long as the liquid isn't pooling in her mouth, he doesn't really have a problem with it, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have questions, leave below. I'll try to answer them. I'm not like an expert at this, obviously. But yeah, talk to you later. Bye.